There's absolutely nothing clippable in this episode so far.
So I'm sacrificing my vision for fashion.
So long.
Oh, so were you not?
Yeah.
It's nothing better than watching your mate have a fucking breakdown.
I'm not calling you a liar. But in his prime, Brady was unstoppable. On his day.
Serial killer ultimate team over there.
It was men versus boys. I like this studio. Oh, this is sick. Like.
All right, innit?
This is a belt.
The bottle of Pepsi you lashed on the floor
like,
really finishes off this.
It feels very cozy.
Does it? Yeah, it's because it's small, mate. Yeah.
I like it. No, I like it. though. You know, it feels like it's comfy.
The last time
You could
came on,
hotbox this so easy.
This should be great. This should be unbelievable.
the last time you came on, you were skitting my wife for working in a warehouse and driving a
forklift.
forklift. She made that sign out of MDF.
So funny.
Good with her hands, lads. In more ways than one.
Oh man, I'm sure your missus is a lovely woman. Like you are not. You are not. Like she drives a forklift. She just got major plywood in the garden. You know what I mean? She's got like tyres stacked up next to the wall. She
lifts them.
Just bare knuckles. It's like a heavy bag in the garden. She just lands shots on them. Comes in.
And he walks around with a fucking flask.
Yeah, comes in. Liam's got the tea on and that.
That's actually what happens. I'm the cook.
What is even in the flask?
In more ways than one, I bet.
Mate, fucking soup. Soup.
He hasn't got soup in the flask.
I'm on a soup cleanse.
No, you're not. He's had a
I am
soup
not.
cleanse.
He's got his fuel out.
Fucking yeah. It's fuel, lad.
Spat everywhere. Couldn't cleanse that with his soup.
Kale. It's cream kale in there.
I don't believe. Look,
You make me sick,
listen.
you.
I mean, you've come out wearing Under Armour and Adidas
I did it to make you feel comfortable, lad.
He's got running shoes on.
I thought we're having Danny on.
He's
You
got
are
running
in some
shoes
rad get
on.
up today. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
lie.
what I just thought,
Maybe
Danny,
he
on
is
what's
on a
happening? I want to
soup
fit on. I'm like,
What do you think we are? I'm not a PT. I don't know until you felt comfortable, Dan. I've also brought a few kettlebells.
we're going to go for a jog.
We're going to get into it after the show. But Aaron's got a Peloton. Feel free to use it.
Yeah. No kids allowed now.
Do you not like it then? Do you not like the shade of cobalt blue?
No, I like
on me?
it. I just don't know why. I just don't know why you do it.
Oh, I've got a bone to pick with you actually. When I bought all this shite, I bought like clothes like this, this type of material.
Just for me?
Just for you, yeah. Just for this episode. No, I'm going to Florida in a couple of weeks.
Okay, nice.
It's hot as a motherfucker. Sweating all day, and it's obviously like
You look
Hot as a
American.
motherfucker. You're
You-
trying to be American.
You do look
so hard.
American.
Yeah.
He does,
The way
doesn't
he's
he?
like hot as the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hot as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
Fat.
Yeah.
So,
Constantly blowing loads.
Well, I went into.
At children.
Yeah.
It's good.
I just want to go to Disney World
Okay,
and enjoy the roller coasters.
You didn't
No, so
follow it.
I bought a bunch of like stuff like this, and I went to JD Sports to try some stuff on, and I saw Technicals. I thought I'll use fucking
That's me.
Rock
Well, it's not me.
Technicals. You're sponsored by Technicals. I thought
That's
that's
them.
good enough for what's happening. It's good enough for me, mate. I put on their biggest size and felt like a fucking Cumberland sausage. I tried the shorts on. I was literally.
Extra medium.
I'm glad I tried them on because I was on the verge of emailing you asking what your fucking discount code was, lad.
Take the hint in it. You know what I mean? I'm not a spokesperson for Technicals.
You'll know you finally
It's
sort of you've got to a reason. Fucking hell, what am I saying? You'll know
Nobody knows.
You'll know Liam's got to a decent level weight wise when he does get in touch with you.
Yeah,
for
if
the
ever I
discount
see you at a
code.
Technicals, Tom, I'm
you're
going to
like, you did it. You achieved
I'm
your
just going to
goal.
slide them a whiskey.
Good man.
And just go, it's on us there. Well done. Happening 20% off. Keep that.
Why is that like sportswear so popular in Liverpool? It is though, isn't it? It's everywhere, like Under Armour.
I haven't got a clue. I just like it. I don't know. I just.
Is it because you don't have to iron it?
you know what?
crease
Just
release
lash it on.
I get it last time I ironed the top side, so yeah, it could be.
Iron proof,
very
you
much
just
be.
lash it on.
It could be. I don't know. I think it's just because it's comfy.
Yeah, it is.
Like when you
isn't
go
it?
to Manny,
Yeah.
everyone's walking around with like fucking rigid jeans on that are turned up like 4 times. They go, yeah, there you go. They go,
That's all right.
they're quite baggy. They're Adam
loose as
Sandler
fuck, mate.
jeans.
They're
I like them.
actually H&M loose.
Loose.
I like
loose.
them. Adam Sandler jeans. They look
Yeah,
cool.
they're all right. Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Adam Sandler jeans. That's such a fucking insult. Have you seen the way he dresses?
No,
I like
listen,
movie premieres and
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Make fun of him all you want,
But
but
I
he
back
is the
that. He's
comfiest
the
man in the world.
He's the Don as
Like,
well.
he
I
is
fucking
walking in.
love him,
Everyone
man.
knows Adam Sandler, and it's like you're gonna say something to me. You're like, I know, I chose to do it.
Yeah,
He's
true.
the same
He's
guy.
the absolute don. Have you seen like the Sandler-verse? Have you ever watched the video?
No.
No.
Like pretty much every one of the characters in his movies are in all of his movies, and his wife's in every single movie in like a short cameo and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
I reckon
but
he's
it's like
got,
all
like,
the actors are the exact same, man.
probably
It's so sick.
the dream movie career in that.
yeah.
Obviously, he's massively famous, like, but he's not Brad Pitt. Do you know what I mean? He's not got people like wanting a photo with him.
What
he
are
does,
you
he fucking
talking
does.
about?
What am I talking about?
Yeah, no one's
massively
interested when they
famous.
see
All right.
Adam Sandler.
I see Adam
It's like,
Sandler in
all
the
right,
streets.
all right.
I'll brush that off.
Yeah.
Adam
sorry.
Sandler's seen
That's
me.
Still Brad
cut that,
Pitt.
I
cut
haven't
that,
seen
cut
him.
that. We'll
He's seen
rewind.
me.
I'll change my stance. What the point I'm trying to make is
I hate Adam Sandler. There's the new
he's
stance.
a twat. No, he makes movies with his mates. doesn't he?
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
makes
it's a
movies with
dream
his
life.
mates. Makes movies with his mates. It does not like that proper pressure to have like a massive box office hit because no one's expecting like critical success from Adam Sandler.
If I was his wife though, I'd be a little bit pissed off because I get a cameo in every one of his films, which is fair enough. But in every Adam Sandler film, he's with a gorgeous Latina woman.
Jennifer
And, he, and then he's like,
Sorry, call him Big Daddy.
and then he's like, out to his wife, like, you can be in. I'll put your name at the end of the credits.
Yeah. But like, just go
Here's
with it.
Salma
It's like-
Hayek. By the way, she's my wife again. No.
But just go with it. The entire plot of that movie is him not wanting to really be with his sexually aggressive Latino woman, something like that. And then he's like fucking hanging out with Jennifer Aniston as well, and then
It's
they
like,
end up together and stuff. It's like he really does sort of write himself into
Oh
the.
yeah, like if you think about it, every Adam Sandler film, and this is not a bad word said about Adam Sandler.
God forbid, eh?
I'm a big fan of his, and I've got a lot of respect for the man. But like every Adam Sandler film, his character could very just as easily not be in that film, and the film would be the
wouldn't
exact
suffer.
same. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's a good point,
It's never like I never see him in a film. And go, oh, is he back in this? Like, but like,
He's
grown
often
ups.
the lead though.
Yeah, no, because he writes them.
Yeah, but like, I know what you're saying, but in Big Daddy, I kind of feel like the daddy needs to be part of it. Like, I do understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
but also
little
like,
Nicky wouldn't be much without.
little Nicky,
Nicky.
without Nicky, yeah.
That's weird, isn't
Happy
it?
Gilmore,
It does- I
talks
get what
about
you
Happy
mean.
Gilmore.
Like the events around the film
He
will
just
probably
ruined
play
the man's
out.
golf career in that
Yeah,
film. He was some reprobate who was doing nothing, and there was Shooter McGavin was on to win the Masters, and then he just decided
Got in
one
the
day,
way.
I fucked it. Me nan's in a care home. I'm gonna ruin your life.
Yeah.
And take your bitch.
That's the equivalent of when you see like an open spot who's done like improv or something, just absolutely nail stand up, and they don't really want to be a part of it. They just want to be an actor or
Yeah,
something,
they're
and they
just
come on,
there.
they do like fucking 5-minute spots and win all the competitions. And you're like, you're a fucking rat, you are,
fuck
mate.
you, fuck you.
What's your favourite Adam Sandler film?
We're really hitting the big topics early on. I
Yeah,
like that.
we're
It's good.
Yeah, he's fucking sick. Adam
saving the
Sandler.
politics for the second half of the show.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
Fuck Rishi. This is bad.
It'd have to
Adam.
be either honestly Grown Ups or The Longest Yard.
I don't think I've seen either of
You've
them.
not seen either of them.
You've not
The
seen
Longest
Grown
Yard
Ups, The
is
Longest
like
Yard, whatever, but Grown Ups.
I've not seen Grown Ups either. You know? Yeah, I've not seen Grown Ups. It kind of came out like when I'd like my like core Adam Sandler phase was like the originals, like Billy Madison, Little Nicky. Click was probably like the last.
I seen him before he was famous.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have heard of him back then when I was watching him.
Little known movie known as Click.
I watched him before he got big. Before he sold out.
I'm just saying, my finger was on the
This
pulse.
is when he was wearing suits.
Yeah,
I was
before
really
he
into
sold out.
that.
It's the industry. I was at the live shows.
Can I throw you a little curveball?
Go on.
He's got a new movie out that's on Netflix called like Hustle or Hustler.
The
I don't know if
sports
you've
one.
seen it, but like he coaches like it's like a white Coach Carter. He coaches a basketball team, and he's a talent scout basically, and he finds like a fucking
Right.
absolute don in like Russia or something. It's
Okay.
pretty good. It's not funny.
It's not a comedy,
But,
is
but,
it?
it's
Yeah.
good, but
Comedy, but
he's
it's
done a
good.
few films like
Good.
that where like he just plays a serious role. Like it's not
Yeah,
it's not necessarily like Uncut Gems as well, where he's like the
I don't think I've
fucking.
seen that.
Yeah.
I've not seen it myself, but
It's like a jewel heist film.
Bobby loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it. Loves it.
Bobby gives off the vibe that like of someone that just has 5 films and he just watches them on repeat every year. That's all he has. He never watches anything else. He gives like I want to know what's going to happen. I need to be comfortable in knowing what's going to happen.
Seen The Wolf of Wall Street.
I've never seen someone, speaking of Bobby, I've never seen someone so fucking bladdered, right?
He's a great guy.
And look, dead in the face. But the words coming out of his mouth were still pretty put together.
I don't
Like he
know-
was
I
still
don't
having
know-
like a genuine
I
conversation.
don't know how he manages it. There's been so many times when me and him have been out and we've been in like a festival or like an event or something, and like we both should be on the same level, and I can't even walk, and he's just strolling about, just like clicking his
life.
fingers, like feeling the breeze through his hair, and you know what I mean? I don't know how he does it. I don't know.
Oh, speaking of hair, you got them luscious blonde locks. Did they get your fucking fan
your
base
sand over here?
And I'm thinking of cutting it.
Don't do
Oh,
that.
you messing?
Don't
It's a
do
source of
that.
your power. What are you on
I'm
about?
gonna-
You could, if depending on how much you cut it, you could
Not
grade it
short.
as like donate it to charity and
I'm
that.
thinking, I was either thinking of cutting it or cornrows.
Cornrows.
I don't know what way I'm going to go
I
yet.
think
but,
cornrows.
But, you know,
Do you get like a lot of comments about your hair and stuff? Girls all over you because your hair. I know you got a missus and that.
mostly from fashion brands asking, you know, you're free to do a runway.
Technicals. Technicals on the runway.
Paris Fashion Week. We're coming in with technicals and Manscaped boxer shorts. No, I don't know. It's starting to piss me off, to be honest.
Is it? Yeah. Is that why you want
It
to
is
cut
so
it?
long
Like,
though. Like when
Yeah.
I met you, it was like to your ears, and now it's like fuck
It's
it.
just starting to do me head in. Like somebody told me not long ago that I look like a golden retriever, and it got to me.
But it's like the
It got
Adam
to
Sandler
me a
thing,
bit.
isn't it? It's like the Adam Sandler thing. Golden retrievers are cute, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they are cute, but I'm
just
nearly,
adorable.
I'm nearly 26. I'm a fully grown man. I don't want to be the cute one. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to
Why
be
do
the
you want to
golden.
be cute?
Because as much as everybody loves a golden retriever, imagine if people spoke to you as though you had a golden retriever.
Yeah, they are
imagine
dumb as
if
fuck.
when you walked out before the list and I went, hello.
But no one's doing that to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, but what if they did?
I did when he got in the car.
Yeah, he did. Hiya, mate.
You were there out with your suit. You got some.
With me underarm top going, do you like
I
it?
started licking his face.
My mate, one of my best mates, Tom, he had like all through like our teenage years up to like early 20s, had this like long flowing blonde hair and fucking like I've been on nights out where girls would stop him in the middle of the street just to tell him how gorgeous she was and walk past. I hated him for it,
Yeah.
right?
Which
Now-
Tom was this?
Maybe it's
Tom Hunt.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
mate,
before
yeah.
the hairline.
I'm not gonna slag my mate off, but
But
So-
yes,
Is he suffering? Is he?
he's doing okay.
when we
He's a
were
lovely man.
when I was like I was working in Giacomo, you know, on brand, innit? Used to work in Giacomo. Yeah, fucking staff discount, mate. Unbelievable. Best discount I've ever had in my whole life.
And the good thing is he could steal from there because he could walk out with multiple tops on at once and
Yeah.
you wouldn't even notice.
They fucking sold furniture as well, lad. So if I broke anything, I could fucking replace it.
Reinforced couches.
Yeah, it was sick.
He's looking at me so much to start batting so we can bat it back and forth.
Yeah.
But I've already done it to you.
Join
about
in,
Giacomo,
man,
so-
help
No,
me.
but I've done it so much to you already about Giacomo. So I'm just
Like it was like the menswear was Giacomo top and Simply Be was the women's wear at the bottom, and there was like so there was basically the employed a bunch.
simply be fat. Am I right?
I'm not gonna slag off the customers. I was there to empower them and
Simply
get them
be out of
decent
breath.
clobber. And that's where I met my wife.
She was in the warehouse
We
on the
don't
forklift.
say that in the topic of conversation.
She was in the warehouse on the forklifts, putting the clothes on the shelf.
That's where I met my wife. So
She's a maestro on that steering wheel, but you've got to wind it right.
Tom Hunt would walk into that shop to see me, and everyone would be like slobbering over him. They'd be like, "Oh, Tom Hunt,
Slobbering?
He's gorgeous.
That's because
He's
they're fucking
gorgeous."
knackered.
He's sport in, he's been the pizza nut.
So we went on like a staff night out after work once. Tom came with us, and the girl who locked up the shop lost the keys in heebie-jeebies for the shop, and everyone was
Of all
like,
places to lose
I
them.
know. And the vibe was just like sort of killed off for the night. Everyone was having a boss time, but then everyone's like panicking, going, "Oh, Amanda's lost the keys. Where are the keys? Need to find the
She
keys."
sat on them.
And Tom was fuming about Amanda.
Yeah.
Tom was fuming about the vibe change, and he was bladdered, and he just went over to one of the girls at the bar and he went, "Oh, someone needs to fucking tell this Amanda. No one gives a fuck about her fucking keys, alright?" And she went, "I'm Amanda." He just fucking said that right to her face. And then for the
That's
rest,
better though because you
man.
can style that out. I think.
he didn't.
Oh.
They called him Tom
Could have
Cunts
been like,
for
I
the
know you are.
remainder of my work there.
You could have been like, I know you are. I'm Tom. Pleasure to meet you.
He went,
No, let's find those keys.
he went from Tom Hunt, who they loved, to Tom Cunt. That's all they'd ever call him from that
Classic
point on.
nickname
Yeah,
in the
it's
workplace.
sucky.
It's
Yeah.
wordplay, lad. Getting right that
Did you
down.
ever have nicknames to like customers and stuff? We were talking about this on Kyle's, not Kyle's, Carl's
Carl's,
too long
it was
ago.
Carl,
yeah, man, these.
Have you ever had a nickname?
Not especially, not that I know of. Only the ones behind my back, but I'm not aware of any of them.
I've got a few good ones.
Have you ever had a nickname or anything?
I used to get called the Milky Bar Kid when I was little.
Oh, it's
when I say when I was
classic,
little, up until I was like,
fucking,
up until
yeah.
people still say it. And then when I was a kid, I used to look like Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, did
People used to make me do this.
Still do now.
People
man.
like you like
Yeah,
that?
you
They
You're like,
touch your
you're
knob
like
and make
adult
you go,
Macaulay Culkin now.
Yeah, people used to, that's not the first time I've heard that said. I used to get when my hair was short, people used to call me Ellen DeGeneres. I used to get Gail Platt. quite a few times when I used to have the glasses on.
This is the difference between school in Manchester and school in Liverpool, isn't it?
I know this is still things people say now. This is just me mates now, like in the pub and stuff. There's quite a few. When my hair was in like a weird in between phase of being long and being short, and I had me big glasses. My mate Jonathan used to call me Rose.
Big glasses?
Not big, but like glasses. Like glasses.
Do you not wear them anymore?
I mean, I should. Like, it's such a stupid reason why I don't still wear them as well. Like, it's because when I decided to grow my hair.
Someone said he looks like a golden retriever with glasses on.
I thought I won't be having the glasses part.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like, so, like when I've got my hair like untucked from behind my ears and that, and I've got my glasses on, it makes it sit at a weird angle with the arms, and then it grows a weird way.
Have a hug, please.
Yeah. I made it myself. I got macaroni on the plate. But yeah, no, so it makes me hair sit at a weird angle, and then it grows funny because it strains it, so I'm sacrificing my vision for fashion.
Right, yeah,
Sensible.
you're nailing it.
Nah,
Sacrificing my vision for the vision, if you see where I'm going with it. It's a long-term commitment.
I didn't have any nicknames, just Tuffy. I got called Rikishi for a bit in primary school.
Any reason for that?
It upset me. Do you not know he was a fat wrestler?
Do you not know who Rikishi is?
No.
He was a fat wrestler. I didn't know who he was though. I never really watched wrestling.
So funny.
So he just thinks the black kids like him and they're giving him a cool nickname. He's like one of them. He starts wearing do-rags to school and that.
I did anyway.
That's why they called him it.
I have to look
He
him
looks like Guy Fieri if he's in the UFC.
Do you know, I have to look him up. Do you know his fucking finishing move's called Stink Face? He just rubs his sweaty ass on his face.
That's not.
Yeah, look, there you go. The man himself doing his stink face.
Doing the thing that he does so well.
But you know, like, what it's like to get called something and not know what it is, and then look it up, and then be like,
oh. And then you realise how accurate it is.
Yeah, it wasn't accurate at all. What are you on about? We have one thing
you're
in
the wrong
common,
colour.
mate. One thing in common.
Big asses.
Great wrestlers.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it out. I've got no stories to talk about on this one. It's doing me head in.
None?
Nothing to lead off from. I'm fucking exhausted still from the Fringe, man.
How was the stand-up?
I was only there for a few days. I'm tired. It's fucking non-stop, innit? Like I've been catching up on sleep and stuff.
We did like the catch-up post-Fringe episode, and so we've done it all, and I'm just not had anything else to do but fly here and do the shows, and nothing. Yeah. I didn't socialise much while I was there, so nothing was happening.
I think the most socialising I done was a game of Street Fighter with Andy Roach. Don't get me wrong, great. Andy Roach beat me twice.
Did he? Yeah.
But like, you think we could come on here and be like, "Fucking, I just been at the Fringe. How was it?" But there's like nothing to say.
Yeah,
I
was busy.
I hung out with friends and I did gigs. Now
I smoked weed and did more gigs than I usually do, and now I'm tired.
You did more of everything you usually do.
Was it the first time you've been to the Fringe?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to go last year, but I didn't quite have the money, and then I got paid from Danny Davies and friends just in time to go for a few days.
What did you think? What did you think of it? Was it?
I loved it. Don't get me wrong. Like I just said, it is tiring. Like I was only there. I went Monday to Thursday, so I got it in 2:30 Monday afternoon, and then left like a similar time Thursday. So I effectively had 3 days there.
Yeah.
But it's like you're up late because you're doing shows at like 12:30, 1 in the morning, and then you'll have a drink after the show. Then you're up late in the day, and you're just fucking getting high doing shows all day. It was don't get me wrong, fucking really fun. I had a great time, but like tiring. Like
we were nearly spooning, to be fair, while you were up.
Me and you?
So, so my venue offered me to extend my run because it was just doing okay and stuff. So they said if you want to extend it, you can. So I started speaking to people about different accommodation because I said on the last episode the woman I was living with was fucking mental.
Really?
Oh man, she was a lunatic.
Was she a comedian?
No. She was like 74 and insane, talking about witches and that. I was come to visit her in the night. She was fucking bonkers.
I wouldn't have been that would have been enough for me to have left that house, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was going to wear my skin. It was terrifying. So I thought I can't stay with her. So I started looking at other options, and Kyle said that I could just crack. He's got like a spare room or whatever.
The couch. He said,
but Danny's coming up at some point, so you just have to kit with him and stuff. So we could have been spooning.
I wouldn't have objected. I'd have been as long as I could have been the big spoon. I like to make you feel safe.
I don't feel like you've got the torso for the big spoon. Be like cuddling a fucking ironing board.
I don't feel like you've got the dick for the big spoon. Let's face it. So I'm gonna go there. I just want it to sit nicely between your cheeks, keep it toasty.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and do my shows. I'll leave you alone. That's all I'm after.
Yeah, please do. I'm sat there like I feel so used. But yeah, man, we could have been getting all snuggly in that.
I would have liked it. It would have been cool to have you there, to be fair. Like, I was good.
I really did want it. I'm fucking so deflated now. Like, obviously, the time we were recording this, it's like the last day of the Fringe today, isn't it? And I'm feeling so fucking deflated. Like, messaging people that I met up there. Did you do like a special recording while you were there, the show?
show?
Yeah, so I filmed the show like 3 times, but every single one of them went wrong in some way.
Could you not edit around that though?
Not really.
Did
so
you wear the same outfit each time?
I did, but it was like they were like a week apart. So
okay.
Like you've seen my hair, bro. It's like 0 to 100. We've seen it grow during records. Like it's fucking ridiculous. So the first one, Cameron wasn't happy with the camera shots. He was just like, oh.
Did you have Cameron Jones doing it?
Yeah, he's a fucking demon. But obviously we only had like a 15-20 minute turnaround between shows, so he couldn't get in there and be like, oh, let's see what we're doing. So he just had to wait until I got on because the crowd are coming. Like he has like 5-10 minutes to set up, then the crowd are coming in. So we just had to sort of wing it a little bit. So the camera shots weren't great. One of the camera I set up was out of focus. Someone knocked it as they've sat down. Obviously, there's no space, so everyone's just fucking. Do you know what I mean? It was just pain in the ass. And then the second show, I don't know if he listens to this actually, but a guy came to see me, and he's dead sound, but he has the most insane laugh ever. Okay. To the point where I got on and had to address it because everyone just kept looking at him, and he looked like I'd planted him there for the show. Because we were filming it. Joey, you just like, it's so fucking insane. And the mic is right in front of him. So like, it's
looks
just
like a
all
plant.
you can hear is him going, and you just like, we can't use that.
That's a good sign though.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
you never want to.
When it's just him.
But he's the only one
Everyone
in the
else
show.
has been alienated. Like, what the fuck's up with that guy? But no, he's so sound. He's just got a big laugh, man. And like, you never wanted to discourage it in a place when you're at a gig and stuff. But he's just not what you need right on top of the mic and stuff. And we only had the one audience. Would you not try and
do a show like in Manchester or even around here and like?
Well, maybe, but
if you've just done a full run of Edinburgh of a show and you feel like you've got the show down to a T, it'd be a shame to not put the hard work out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, like I say, I've clipped it up. Like I've got all the footage there, so I'm going to clip it up for socials and start burning the material online and stuff. But I'm not going to release it as like a special or anything. I don't.
Fair enough.
Like the third recording, the crowd just weren't really with me for the first 20 minutes, and then they became so with me that it like threw me off. Joey, you just like they've warmed up, but like now it's too far.
Yeah,
like,
you've got to shut up a bit.
It's like because obviously you're not like. Sorry to get fucking all technical and stuff.
Sound.
Technicals. But like you'll know if you've got your solid 10, solid 20, whatever, you'll know where the beats of that set are. You know how long's the pause till after, how much laughter it usually gets. And then suddenly when it starts getting more,
usually a lot.
It's loads. It's so much. But then usually when you're in the middle of a bit and then an aside just starts getting like applause out of it. Now I'm just like the beats just out here. I'm not.
It's broke your rhythm up.
Yeah, exactly. And like it sounds like fucking woe is me. The crowd are laughing too much at my stuff. But like it's also just like. I don't know, it just threw me off and I fluffed a couple of bits and stuff because like you say, it's just the rhythm just wasn't there and I was like, this is so much and like I got off and I was so angry.
That's the thing.
You can actually
like...
see at the end of it, I walk off stage and Cameron pans the camera to me and I'm just fucking raging. And I showed it to Beth and I'm so fucking angry at myself.
You don't want to put that, like, even if it still looks alright, you don't want to put that out there knowing that it's not the best it could have been at each moment as a special. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's
especially if it's the first thing you're putting out long.
She was like, nobody like. I noticed because I've seen you do it differently, but like it still works. No one's gonna.
It doesn't matter. That's
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. You want it to be like you want to come away thinking, that represents me. And if you don't feel like it doesn't represent,
that is essentially what it is. Especially if people are paying for tickets and that, the material is a representation of like. But then you as a person, but at least you as a comic.
And clipping it sound because you don't know them nothing for the 2 minutes of time. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Thanks so much for sharing, by the way. But no, I get what you're saying, but it's just. Yeah, I don't know. It was frustrating. I don't know whether I could sell enough tickets in Manchester to justify another filming and stuff.
Wouldn't necessarily need to be a big venue though. You could just get a venue which looks nice on camera, and you could even do like a really small, like intimate sort of room. But
yeah, well, my room was intimate at the Fringe anyway. But well, I did loads of work in progress shows. Like, I did like 12 work in progress shows. You could genuinely get like 25 people in there, and it'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, this would be a cool.
Smooth the plan.
Yeah, this would be a sick.
Just me in front of the logo. But yeah, I don't know, man. I did loads of work in progress shows, so I think if you wanted to come and see it, you already have. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll see what happens. I'll give it a month or so and see. I
think that's the plan for me next year. I think I'm going to try and get a venue in Edinburgh, and go there for like a couple of weeks because I'm trying to write an hour now. I've got a good 10 minutes of it written. So I know the sort of
Word of advice: write more than an hour because you are not prepared
yeah,
for how
of
shit
course.
some of it will be.
Of course,
I've written an hour and 10, and I was like, yeah, I've got 40.
Like I've got bits that I've written in the last couple of months that I've not even done on stage that I want to put in it somewhere, but I'm still gonna write the hour, and then the worst bits I'll probably try and replace with that stuff because I know what sort of theme I want to write around. I know what direction I want it to go in, but still very early stages. I'm still just sort of getting ideas together. But what I want to do next year, I want to do a run of shows, take 2 weeks at Edinburgh, and then come back, and then I want to try and do a theatre in Liverpool. I really believe if I can get a theatre of just the right capacity. I reckon
it's 400, isn't it?
It's gone now, the Epstein.
380. It's just that was the plan because when I was a kid, and I was a little actor when I was a kid.
Fucking closed before you could take the roof off, mate.
That's what it is. That's what it was. They closed for the safety of the people.
Yeah.
But
because they didn't want that massive bomb in the venue.
But fucking that was the plan. 'Cause I thought it's a lovely theatre as well. I performed there a few times when I was a kid in different plays. So no, but I knew it was the first time I'd ever went on stage when I was a kid as an actor in there. So I was there.
You a proper drama on, sure?
No, well, I did it for a few years. I did it for a good few years, through my teens and that. But I only ever did it because I wanted to be a comedian.
Oh, okay. So that was always the idea.
And I was too young, so I thought that's the closest I'm going to get to it for now.
Yeah.
So I did that.
So long.
Oh, so were you not?
Happy to take go down.
and come hard and do 10 and then get off.
Are you not interested in it now then? You're not interested in acting, or do you miss it? Do you miss it at all?
I love you in Waterloo Road.
I haven't. It misses me.
It looks like a sexy golden retriever.
But no, I think if ever I got the opportunity to do it and it was something which interested me, then absolutely. I've toyed with the idea of trying to write maybe just put it on Patreon, short episode, 10-minute episodes, and a little
sketches,
sketches, sitcom type of thing. And but obviously writing it and fucking getting the people to do it's one part, but then you've got to get a production team in, and it's how much it's going to cost and that. But I'd do something like that, but I don't think I'd go through the whole thing of having an agent and that again because it's just it's stressful.
Yeah, I missed the line like me. I acted in a few productions
What were you in?
I was in year 6. I was in Greece the early years.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just essentially just Greece, but they got rid of the teenage pregnancy.
He heard the word. He heard the word Greece and he thought there was burgers involved. He was made up.
I actually played Elvis as well. It wasn't even in Greece.
Was Elvis ever in Greece?
It's not. I had one line, and it was "You ain't so bad yourself."
Yeah, one line. Is the no hot dogs. And just had to clear something up before I head out.
Are you going to do an hour at the Fringe next year? Is that your plan?
That's the plan. I want to try and do.
So I'm doing 45 again next year.
I want to try and do an hour. For 45 to an hour.
For the people that don't know, basically what happens at the Fringe is when you sort of start out, you'll go up and do 45 minutes at the Fringe, and you're not open to reviews or awards or nominations or anything like that. You're completely in the darkness. You're just up there doing your thing, and it's as close to an hour as you get where you can just sort of figure out what you're doing. And that's what I did this year, and a lot of people say it's the right thing to do before you do an hour and stuff. There's other people that have just gone straight in and debuted and whatever, and that, good for them. But I'm going to do another 45 because I don't have the self-belief to look a 2-star review in the eye and go, fuck him, we don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
There's comics that the Adam Rose of the world, and probably even you as well, that'll just go, oh, fucking, I'm sound me, fuck you, sort of thing. But I just don't have that.
Yeah.
And a bad review like that would just break my spirit. And
I say it sounds good on paper. I'm going to try and do a 2-week run there with 45 to an hour, hopefully closer to an hour than
my show was almost hitting an hour some days.
And then if I can get back and find a theatre in Liverpool the right size that I can go in, maybe do 2 shows there depending on how well tickets do, and then record them and then try and release it as a special. And then just to do it because I want to try and as much as I think it's important to be patient and that, I don't want to wait around forever to do shit, especially if the platform we've built with the podcast and that's still doing its thing.
Yeah,
why not use it?
Forever,
that's what I mean. Why not use it while I can?
Yeah, definitely.
So
did you find doing just spots, because I've gone to Edinburgh before and just done spots? Did you feel it was kind of good to get a feel of what the festival's like, but then actually performing the spots, I was these aren't here for comps, these are here to see shows.
There was a few times when the gig you go in and there'd be 4 people on a Wednesday. I remember one of the shows I did for one of Kyle Legacy's mates. Was 2:30 on a Tuesday afternoon, and I get there and there was about 14, 15 people in the audience, but they were all locals and like upwards of 40. So like they didn't get. There was some girl went on before me. There's some American girl. I can't remember the name. Lovely girl, but she's got on. She's like, I'm kind of like fucked up, okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. And like they just switched off. They weren't.
He is good at acting.
I was there. I paint a picture. I'm an artist. And like they weren't giving much back to the MC. They weren't giving much back to anybody at all. Like there'd be the occasional like.
Yeah.
From like one woman at the front, and you were like, come on. But like, don't get me wrong, there was a few shows that I did there that were really good. Though there was a few spots which
I saw Kyle have like one of the biggest deaths I've ever seen. It was so rough, man.
This year
it was at Pick of the Fringe. No, when he was hosting Pick of the Fringe this year.
Yeah.
And like a couple of days earlier, I was watching him and going like, "Fucking hell, he's got
That's a good
sharp.
show to be hosting, though.
Yeah. But he was like, I was watching him. I said to him when he came on stage, like, "Fuck me, you've gotten sharp.
Yeah,
like,
he
you
has,
were
to
always
be fair.
pretty good, but then you've come back from Australia and you've fucking gone up a level, mate. It's so good." And then the very next day, he had one of the worst bombs I've ever seen. And I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know what I meant, bro. I don't know what I was talking about.
I was only messing.
wrong.
I was just trying to throw you off.
Just joking." Just doing a joke. One of those jokes. You should try it because that was rough. Like it was so bad, man. But like the crowd just like. So there's the point where you sat there going, "Why are you here?
Yeah.
What are you here for?
Like,
just go home.
Yeah.
You don't need
that's what
this."
I felt like at some of them, like especially some of the earlier shows, like the afternoon shows, like after 5 o'clock. Generally speaking, the shows were better.
Yeah.
People had either finished work or whatever was going on. So like, but in the afternoon, you'd get either like students, a lot of people who were just tourists who half the time they didn't even speak English. They were just there because they were at the Fringe and they were getting involved and stuff.
Yeah.
But like overall, though, like because comedy had been stressing me out a bit lately as well. It had been just a few little things had been pissing me off. So to go there for a few days and do loads of spots,
get it done.
Yeah,
you also just meet people that aren't in your circle.
Yeah.
I feel like every single one of my really
well.
close mates on the circuit live so fucking far away, and it's so frustrating.
So some of the lads from Australia who Kyle knows and that, like I was talking about going out for the Fringe in Perth like for a couple of weeks next year, like January, February, and they were like, yeah, come out, like you meet some sick people. Like all in all, Edinburgh's a cool place anyway, but especially when the Fringe is on, it's a good place to be. Like,
do the late night shows though when all the locals go and they're just bladdered and they don't give a fuck. I remember when we went to just like see what it was like the first time Aaron went there, I went with him. And he did a spot in like this compilation show, and it must have been like it was gone midnight. It was like
bear in mind he still stands true to the fact that it's the best he's ever seen me do, and it was 4 years ago.
Really?
I don't know if it's just like bias because he can't really remember it or something.
I was also a bit bladdered because I was
blocking you. That was fucking.
My mates had come up.
So you're going fucking.
My mates had come up and I'd done my last spot of the day, and we were just bevying, and we went to go see him do this. And I knew just from like hanging out with him that he had this like new bit that he'd been working on there that he wanted to try. Can't even remember it, but he wanted to give it a go. Yeah. Like, and he a couple of things had happened throughout the day that had got in his way, audience wise. So he never got a chance to do it. So I know he's like, I'm gonna get to, and he literally tries to do this bit while he's up there, and the crowd are just so bladdered. They're just being loud and not negatively heckly. And he's like,
they were just trying to get involved and join in.
But he handled it amazing for the show. Everyone was laughing their head off. But what they didn't know was that he wasn't doing a bit, and that he was actually having a breakdown because he didn't get to do what he wanted to do. So I got to watch it. I got to watch
your best gig of all time. Your worst gig of all time.
But he was so killing it, man. He was having a breakdown, killing it. But I know he's having a breakdown, so I'm like, I was that guy. Microphone. Fucking love it. There's nothing better than watching your mate have a fucking breakdown. But he was killing it, and it added to it. Yeah.
Like, I was fucking seething because it was.
My mates are laughing, going, "He's class him."
It was like 1:30 in the morning, and I didn't want to do the gig anyway. And I asked the guy, "Could I go home?" And I just didn't. He was like, "Oh no, I can't replace you so late on, man. Like, It's at like 20 past 12. I was like, fuck me, I'm gonna have to do it, man. I can't be arsed with this. Like, fucking whatever." And Joey just like, I got on stage like 2:10 in the morning, and you just like, oh my fucking god. And I thought, I'm just gonna do the bit that I want to do. And then straight away they're just like jeering and stuff, and like they were fine or whatever. Oh fucking no.
I remember Tom Keegan once at a Mild High Club show. Remember, did you ever do the gig they done in Metrocola?
No, I was booked for it, but then it got changed to...
Yeah.
Still doing it there, aren't they?
They're doing it in the shipping forecast now.
Oh, are they?
I don't know why they moved, but like it's a better room in the shipping forecast. Like the one in Metrocola, like the stage really good with like the neon sign and shit like that.
Yeah, it
but
looked good on photos.
It was a really high room, and like if it wasn't full, it could seem a little bit like
sparse.
Yeah. Whereas where the shipping forecast now is a fucking great venue, but Tom Keegan was on in Metrocola and. He was doing his material that he did at the time, and it was doing okay. But like usually that material did a lot better, and you can tell it was getting to him. And then he started just looking at the audience and being like, "I know that's good. He's like, I know that's good material." And he was looking at them going, "Laugh, laugh!" And he was fucking glad. He went in bits. All the comedians at the back of the room were nearly falling over. Like drinks were getting spilt and everything. The audience were loving it. He's going, "Laugh! I know this is good. I know it's good. This material usually kills it." And you could tell he was genuinely just like it was killing him. Like he was crushing it. Don't let everyone was loving it. And he come off and he was like, and you could tell he was a bit
just walked straight out the door.
Like, he knew he had killed it as well. But man, it was so funny. It was sick.
I saw Keegan do a bit once. He's doing a bit about like, you know, the concept was like the blind people have braille porn, right?
Yeah.
And it's a funny bit. I've just butchered it by simplifying but like he was doing the bit, but then became aware halfway through the bit that one of the other acts on the bill was blind.
Oh, that's amazing.
And as he was doing the bit, he started like kind of going, like, what is it James? Yeah, kind of like asking him about it.
No,
dead funny. Just watching him like kind of halfway through realise, but he kept the car. He carried on. He did the bit and then moved on. But I was just like, You did the Stone Cold Steve Austin thing. Then I went to some like wrestling thing in London yesterday. I got back at like 4:00 this morning.
Look at him trying to act like he does. I went to some like wrestling thing.
Yeah,
I don't really know much about it, but I went and you know it was all right.
I saw the glow sticks around your neck, Liam. What are you doing?
Again, this is like when I told the story when Danny was on last time about falling over and he called me a liar. He's going to call me a liar now, but I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm a massive nerd. I love fucking Spider-Man. I love comic books. I love all the nerdy stuff. I like Star Wars. I like sci-fi.
Big fan of Star Wars.
Never been into wrestling. I think get it.
I'm not calling you a liar. But if there's
the butt is everything.
If there's ever a man who looks like a wrestling fan,
would say that.
I know.
So did you know Ben White who plays for Arsenal? And he's like, I don't even really watch football. He's like, I'm not even into it. It's like, you're in the Premier League. What are you doing?
Genuinely, like my brother's a big wrestling fan, so I've been to. None of his mates are into it, and whenever he gets tickets to things, I go with him. But
he's not even got a brother.
Brother died when they were kids.
Fucking hell.
Taking pictures on the coach with Hasbulla. Me and my brother going wrestling.
Me and our kid.
But like, I don't know any of the storylines, so I often go to these things, and it means like kind of nothing to me. But some of the stuff they do is fucking.
If you don't like it, why do you often go to these things?
I know.
It's not often.
Goes often. Sorry for thinking it was often when
he goes all your ways. He's getting in at 4 in the morning. I've only
been about 25 times. I've been to about 7 shows, and I've been to like indie shows in Liverpool where it's like
Arctic Monkeys tribute to 619s and that.
No, it's literally like I was in like the nightclub where hot
Alex
water started. People are doing flips on. People are doing. But at this fucking, it's in Wembley Arena in one of the fucking matches. This fella got like a 12-pack of B&Q fucking barbecue skewers, wooden skewers. Fucking slammed them into this fella's head. Started elbowing them into his head.
That's insane.
Took his hand away, and a bunch of them fell, but the others like spread out into a mohawk as they were stabbing into his head. What? He's bleeding everywhere, and I'm like, what's going on? That's happening 1 minute, and then the next minute the whole crowd shouting, "Oh, scissor me daddy," because there's someone who scissors. That's his thing. It's mental. It's absolutely
Was this
crazy.
last night?
This was last night, mate.
And you're here now.
I'm there. There was a guy called Daddy Arse.
Daddy Arse.
Apparently he used to be called Mr. Arse. I was getting clued up on the history of it.
And then I'll come.
He's grown up since then.
He's a more mature man now.
More mature, Dan.
Daddy and the boy.
There was so many Americans in the crowd, and they're just so obnoxiously like.
Oh, they are. They're horrible.
Main character syndrome. Joe, when they shout like at these like gigs, and they think it's about them when they're shouting. Joe, like the crowd is like behind them and backing them, and it was annoying watching them get progressively drunker throughout the night and lose the crowd. Like people have been sitting in, but like lose the crowd, but they think they're fucking.
This fella's called TJ going nuts in a vest top or something.
He's wearing a Darth Maul.
Can I do a hard right turn? Because I've made an observation, and you can have it if you so wish.
Okay.
Because I don't have the stand-up style to pull this off. But
Okay.
you just saying TJ then just really reminded me. Okay. I don't know if I can say this. You know Lucy Letby?
I've already got a joke about it.
Okay, let's see if it's any similar.
Edinburgh loved it.
Okay, good. But do you know, obviously, yeah, she's the woman that obviously murdered all those babies.
Cool. Why are we talking about this?
Nothing to say about
saw
that.
Big Show last night. Yeah.
John Cena wasn't there. But
Is that the guy from the Big Show?
But then again,
How would you know?
babies.
How would you know?
The babies weren't there either.
Nothing to say about the babies. Obviously, it's horrifying, horrid what she did.
It is.
Horrific.
It is.
Couldn't. Look, you're fucking horrible. You're laughing already.
I'm not laughing at anything.
The only thing I thought of is just the fact that we've now got a serial killer named Lucy. And I feel like we're coming into like a modern day. Do you know, like gone are the days of Ted and Jeffrey and Myra and Ian, and we're gonna have like a serial killer called Callum.
There's gonna be a serial killer called like Havana May one day. Havana May Joyce or something
and like
that.
fucking Tyler the serial killer and TJ the serial killer, and I just think that's so fucking odd and so funny.
Sex
That like
pest
we've not
TJ
got Ian Huntley. And Myra, is it Ian Huntley? Is that his name?
No,
But, like, we've
Ian-
not got
Ian Brady.
We've not-
No, there's Ian Huntley as well.
Myra
let's not get the
Hindley.
two mixed up, two very different
Ian
levels of
Hindley?
skill.
I don't fucking know.
Ian Huntley was the guy who the two girls with the Man United fans.
the Moors
Yeah,
murders
but
and stuff.
No.
Ian Brady
Ian
was
Brady
Ian
was
Brady
the Moors,
was he was putting up 13, 14 Suarez numbers. Let's not get the two mixed up. Huntley was in a much lower league to Brady numbers wise and ability wise.
Yeah,
In his prime, Brady was
He's not like a top trumps card.
in his prime. In his prime, Brady was unstoppable. On his day.
Serial killer ultimate team over there.
It was boys. It was men versus boys.
You make it sound like you're such a fucking fan. Like he scored a 90th minute winner, and you're like,
Olé! Brady's in on goal. Oh, there's number 6.
But yeah, like
And they're
gone are
not
the
going to
days
find
of
this
like.
one for years to come. Despite the obvious trait with the glasses, this body's buried deep.
But gone are the days of Harold. Is my point. And we're gonna have a lot of.
He's in on goal, and he's buried it.
But like Danny and Liam, the serial killers. So that's so.
I
You can't have a
never
serial
thought
killer named Danny. That's fucking so
No, you
tragic.
can't,
He's not taken
What do you
serious,
mean?
is he?
We make the right team. You pin the murders on me, and I take the flak. That's not good teamwork.
Yeah.
We've got merch. Finally, we've got merch.
We've been talking about doing this for ages, and we finally made it happen. We've got our own online store at spreadnegativitypod.com. We're selling t-shirts with logos. We're selling queefs. Whatever you want, we've got it.
We're selling queefs in a jar if you want one. We've got beanies, mugs, phone cases, loads of stuff like that. So check it out. But if you do order something, and I cannot stress this enough, order one size up. I'm a large to extra large in most things. I've got a 2XL in this. Liam, you'll notice, doesn't even have a hoodie yet because they're still making his out of a bed sheet, right? Proper nightmare stuff.
Check us out, spreadnegativitypod.com. If there's anything that you want and you don't see, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. And we will get better at these adverts as time goes on. Okay, I don't have a lot of features.
Okay.
I said it in the last episode. We've not had the time for prep. I've been in Newcastle this weekend. Like I came back from Edinburgh and then I was away again, and I've just not had loads of time. So I've got a couple of stories.
Just so busy these days.
Just so busy,
Oh,
man.
I'm so sorry. I know you're setting up the second section, but I'm cutting him off here because this blew my mind. I was on the coach back last night. I'm just looking. I get like a
John Cena 14-15 highlights.
yeah, can't get enough of it. No, on the Instagram messages there was a message on to the pod page, and someone had took a picture. This is crazy. Someone had took a picture of Aaron posing for a photo at the Angel of the North while he was in Newcastle. So from behind,
Gay bastard.
they took a picture of Aaron
That is
like that.
gay.
I'm not arguing that. But listen to what happened.
So he's Aaron's like that, and Beth's taking the photo, and he's like, "Sorry, I just had to get a photo of this." And Aaron's like, "What the fuck were you behind? Were you here?" And he sends the photo from his perspective, and there's like a group at the back.
There's a guy holding his phone taking a
That's
photo
crazy.
of me in the background of the video.
I remember going to
in
this.
the photo even.
It's
I
just
remember going
crazy.
to this little thing I won't disclose the location. It was in a forest.
Bosto, good mindfuck techniques. Carry on doing that. If you see either of us in public, take photos and send them to us so we figure.
And
Beth said to me, she goes, sorry to interrupt.
all right.
She goes, I can't believe you didn't come over and just like have a
Say
chat. I was
hello.
like, who do you think we are?
No,
Like,
but
I'm not,
but in
you
that
know, I'm Adam
situation-
Sandler. I'm no Brad Pitt. All right, you know what I mean? Like, no one wants to come over and get a photo. No one's that
No,
bothered.
but in that situation, though, I think I'd much rather somebody come over and say hello and take a picture. I'll be on the slide and send me it. That's creepy as fuck. But
No, thanks for your support, lad.
Yeah,
I'd obviously keep liking the clips. Check out the What's Happening podcast. But I was at this little event. I was at this little event in the woods where everybody gets together and like does mushrooms and gets high, and that's it.
Forbidden Forest, is it?
No, it's put a guy I know puts them together and they have a little group of
It's just an actual event, not just
it's like a little it's not open to the public. You've got to sort of like
retreat.
Know who's going and shit again. I know what it is. And we went there once, and there was some woman sitting there, and I hadn't really spoken much to her. She seemed nice. We were all on the mushrooms, and that she seemed like really just like a lovely woman. But I hadn't spoken a great deal to her, and I'm sitting with my mate Phil, and she leans forward and goes to me, "Sorry, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I've just took a picture of you on the sly to send to me niece and me nephew, because they love you." And I was just like on mushrooms, like sitting by a fire, letting it tell me my future, and I was like, okay. I was like, you could have just
fire's going.
Yeah, I was like, there was so many better ways of approaching that. Oh, I didn't mind. She'd done no harm, but I was like, you could have just FaceTimed them and asked me to say hello. If they love me so much,
people sort of that big,
1,000-yard stare. He's like, hello.
I'm with your auntie in a forest. Tipping on, that was the best night, man. Somebody made burritos on a campfire, and that was cool.
Sick. Bring you back to a happy place.
Very come by army lord. That's adorable. That's adorable. Anyway, point being, I don't have a lot of prep. I've got a couple of stories here. One of them's really good, but it's about 4 hours long. It's a proper Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
I love that book. Let's go.
A great film, though. A great film. And book, nonetheless.
So,
J.K. Rowling, despite some of her, questioned views, a genius.
She is nuts. She's absolutely bonkers. I love that in Edinburgh, like everyone used to sort of be like have like signs up saying oh, she wrote an excerpt of the book in this cafe. Can't believe it. And now everyone's like, she's been in, but we don't like her anyway. So like, please keep coming in.
We'll keep the picture on the wall because Middle Eastern and Asian tourists don't seem to mind the opinions. They still buy the drinks. We still make the money. You come and go as you please.
There's absolutely nothing clippable in this episode so far.
That was a good thing. You can keep that. Like, I'm not saying it's factual across the board, but if we're doing percentages wise, they're the most likely to agree with the views.
Stats man, I'm learning.
Listen, man, I'm a man of strategy.
Should we do some features? So this one says, my wife cheated, so I tricked her into publicly admitting to having the affair and herpes.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Does she have herpes is the question.
Who knows? Let's find out. So he says, in college, I met the woman who I thought was my one. We dated for about 2 years and had a big-ass wedding after a 10-month engagement. Her family was pretty well-to-do in a small southern town. Over the summer, an opportunity came up for her to make some extra money going as an aide on a religious studies trip to Jamaica. I didn't hesitate when she asked me about it. I mean, she was going to get to visit Jamaica and get paid for it. I saw no downside other than missing her being at home for 6 weeks.
Fair.
Oh, that's cute.
A religious education trip to Jamaica?
Story.
Rastafari.
You learn about the story of the once great Jamaican bobsled
as
team.
an aide on a religious studies, yeah.
Okay, just getting the details, just fleshing it out.
That's fine.
I've got an instant concern that's come to mind straight away, but we'll keep that one.
I might be feeling you.
It's the obvious. It's the obvious concern. It's the elephant in the room, not Liam. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you.
She's getting dicked down by elephant trunks. That's the issue.
Yeah, she's getting dreadlocks inside of it, all in the crevices and stuff. She belongs to the country now.
Yeah. Belongs to the country.
She's the property of Jamaica.
Little did I know at the time, but she had been fucking the professor. He had hung out with us, smoked wine weed. So, you won't like
that was
this.
the left turn I didn't see coming.
I didn't see you being the professor, unless he's Jamaican.
You will not like this next bit. Little did I know at the time, but she had been fucking the professor. He had hung out with us, smoked my weed, and drank my beer, and I considered him a friend. He'd arranged the trip for a couple of months, and it was a getaway for them to bang all over the island. I, clueless and happy, went about the weeks while she was gone, taking extra shifts so I could match what she made in our account and surprise her. One of the students from the trip actually seeked me out to clue me in. I didn't believe it. One of the students?
Fair play.
Imagine you get found, like, imagine there's like a 15-year-old kid, like, hey, I just want to let you know, your wife's getting
I'm just letting you know. Firstly, I want to reach out to congratulations because your wife gives an unbelievable blowjob. How do I know, you ask? She's very free with them. Very free with them. Generous woman.
One of the students from the trip actually sent me out to clue me in. I didn't believe him until I started looking for evidence of my own. I broke down and checked her text while she was sleeping and nothing was there. There were a few voice messages, so I decided to listen, and there it was. A message from the giant arsehole saying how exciting it was that I almost caught them. I opened up her laptop and hit the emails after that. It was piles and piles of shit, making fun of me for not knowing, fucking in our bed and laughing about it. There was so much and I was heartbroken.
Oh my God. That's a sad situation.
Heavy. Still too hurt to take any action. I was lost. I had no idea what to do. So I sat on it for a couple of weeks and acted as normal as I could. I noticed everything now. I felt so stupid for not seeing it before. So many signs, and one stuck out in particular. I noticed that our stash of homemade weed lube was going down, even though we weren't having sex.
Weed lube? What? Not even that. It's homemade. So one of them's been sat there and had that idea anyway. Doing bong hits. She's like, have you got the lube? Yeah, I've also got the grinder, the skins, the lighter.
Fucking Jorax play 2 in
1. Yeah.
It was obviously we're also using the fruits of my labour to get off more effectively. This really pissed me off, like unreasonably so. It finally all hit me. I was a goddamn joke to these arseholes, and they were using the lube I made and fucking in my bed, and I did. It's such an L, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that is the fattest of L's.
I draw the line, using my weed lube.
Hey, don't use me weed lube.
If you get into baking your own sourdough, that sound do that, but making your own lube, you've got fucking problems.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
People in lockdown were making banana bread. He was fucking...
He's making sexual aid. He's like, and you should have
but it's got CBD in it, lad.
The homemade Viagra, THC infused, not only does it get you up, but it also brings you down.
The next line's great. He put, I didn't hurt anymore. I just wanted to make them hurt.
Okay, the Joker. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
So while she was studying
at the library... I got these scars.
While she was studying at the library, I made a new batch of lube. I put enough weed in it for it to smell like normal, but I also added some poison ivy from my backyard to the mixture. And after refilling the spray bottle we used for application, I waited. A few days go by, and I'm working extra so I can be out of the house more, and bam, bait taken. That night, she said... I'm seeing double here from having too much Lucozade. That's not good, is it? I'm just like, fucking, what do you do?
It's all that CBD lube, lad.
Yeah. That night after she goes to sleep, my plan goes into action. I sneak her phone away and delete my contact while replacing his phone number in his contact as mine. I go to bed but can't sleep because it feels like I'm 5 and tomorrow is Christmas. Dawn arrives and she's now in the shower. I get a text. I'm super itchy. Are you okay? Now, Lord, now is my time. Look, I thought it had cleared up, but I guess I had a flare-up. I'm sorry, but I've got herpes, and I guess you do now too. I heard this bitch squeak in the shower, and I'm covering my mouth, damn near losing it. I went on to tell her that it was time to end things now. A new semester was about to start, and I kind of have a little crush on another TA. I wanted her mad. This is a woman that never got told no growing up and never had to deal with rejection, let alone from a balding dude in his 50s with herpes. When she got out of the shower, it was obvious she had been crying, but I could see the anger in her eyes. I could see how uncomfortable she was squirming at the table, drinking coffee and mulling the situation over. Another little nudge is what she needed. The reply she got to her pages and pages of anger and sadness was, thanks for the good times, but can you keep this secret between us? I don't want to ruin my chances with anyone else. She's flushed with anger now, just seething. She gathered her keys and headed out the door without even saying goodbye. I knew where this was going. I booted up her laptop and set it to reformat, deleting her dissertation and any notes pertaining to it before following her to her campus.
He's went all out, like.
He's gone absolutely feral, hasn't he?
Shit.
I parked a few lots over and rush over to his office where I find her screaming at him for giving her herpes. There's lots of people there, professors, aides, students, other faculty, and I'm dying laughing. He is beyond embarrassed and confused as fuck. She's ugly crying in front of her peers, and I'm in heaven. I didn't even care that people were going to think I had herpes too. The fallout was apocalyptic in their department. He lost his job due to code of conduct at the university, and we got divorced the following year. I got to keep most of the assets, and she never finished her doctorate and went on to be a perpetually pregnant housewife that sells Herbalife on Facebook, and he teaches high school now. It took a few years for it to all unfold, but watching it was glorious.
He's the dickhead.
He's absolutely insane, isn't he?
Yeah. He's I mean, obviously, he's had a terrible thing happen to him, which is absolutely fair. You'd be angry. You'd possibly want to get revenge, but that's like a bit.
Yeah.
I back a lot of it. I back being annoyed and being really angry and wanting to ruin her life, but like.
but then actually doing it.
Yeah, like deleting the dissertation and stuff, and just being just a little bit insane. And like now she's a perpetually pregnant housewife. You just sound like a bit of a bell, and I'm not surprised she was cheating on you.
Well, that's the question.
I don't condone it, but in that
you made your own
situation-
lube. That's why she was cheating on you.
You thought about not being a loser. That'd really help.
You thought about not being a fucking deviant for the start who makes lube.
Not just any lube. He's got a collection of plant-based lubes.
I know. Yeah, this one's got rosemary and thyme.
The Sunday dinner.
Goes great on a roast.
The Toby Carvery lube. We often get like a lot of hate comments on these clips for like siding with the woman from like a bunch of incels on fucking TikTok and Instagram reels and stuff. But like, he's just a bit mad, isn't he?
Like, listen, I can understand his emotions and his feelings, but I feel like in his lust for revenge, he may have taken his actions just a bit too far. Yeah.
But like,
I fucked with the mad scientist, basically.
Yeah.
That was chemical warfare.
I feel like if ever there's an apocalypse, like he's gonna keep people on chains. Like he's gonna have you as like a Channing Tatum, and this is the end. You know,
I'm gonna get mask on.
The issue I've got with it is like, if I found out Beth was cheating, I just go home and we just have it out, and I go, you fucked up, and I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want you anywhere near me, and I want you to just fuck off, and I want you out of the house. Go and stay with your mum and dad while we figure out what to do with this, and we're done. Yeah. And that's it. And you fucked up. You've made your bed. He's probably in it. Go and sleep in it. That's it. And we're done. He sat on it for like 3 weeks. That's a serial killer.
It is.
To get that information about your wife, your fucking wife, your world has crumbled, and just going, I'm okay.
Yeah, I have a plan.
Stewing for
it's like he had a blueprinted plan for if and when this eventuality ever occurred.
The contingency files.
Like he
combined a few of them there. Dissertation deletion was one of them. Poison ivy lube was the other.
He got creative.
Yeah,
that is fucked
up.
I
think the farthest she go is just sort of like telling her family. Like I hear of like these lunatics where they're getting married and they find out that the husband's having an affair, and they just wait to get to the altar, and they've like put like a photo under everyone's chair, and then at the altar she goes like, oh yeah, look under your chairs, and it's him like kissing someone, and Joe, you're just like, just fuck it.
It seems pointless.
So much. How boring is your life?
You've had your hair done. You've got the dress on. You know, you may as well go through with it, and then get the like at least marry him and then take half of his shit. If you've had your hair done for it.
Yeah.
Oh, what I mean?
How far would you go in that situation, do you reckon? Do you reckon you just fucking leave it? Or?
Yeah, I'd probably just end it.
It's tough, innit? Because, like,
they were mocking him in that, lad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Having like a one night stand, like even that is like a fucking this is over. Let alone like we're doing it in his bed and they're mocking him and he's seeing all the messages.
Like, all the messages about fucking taking the piss out.
They're
of
not
him
being excused. They're massive dicks. But then for him to sit on that and stew, he's been a weirdo. I mean, he was a weirdo to start with. He was making weed-based lube. I can't get over that. I can't drop that. That's mad. How do you make lube? He's just spitting in the tub.
The last thing you need as well.
Vaseline and hand soap in and just stirring it round.
Like, weed chills you out, does it not? The last thing you need when you're having sex is to be really chilled.
Yeah,
like,
you know what? Should we just leave it? We'll order a Domino's.
Yeah.
We'll put the telly on.
Maybe if he was burying her into the bed, she wouldn't have been cheating. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he was fucking flying through it.
Lazy dick.
Yeah. He's giving
her that 9 to 5 dick there, and he's giving
that stoner dick energy, and that's why she's
white Skoda Fabia dick.
He's giving a Tuesday dick on a Saturday. You know what I mean? It's like, bring it.
Yeah, he's I don't know.
Tuesday dick on a fucking Saturday.
Do you know what I think? That could be someone else's bit that I've just stolen there, because I've never used something similar. If I've done it, I haven't done it intentionally.
Would you cut it if you wish?
Nah, leave it. Yeah. It's all good.
Fair dues. What's the worst thing you've ever done? To go fucked anyone over?
No, nothing like that. I just when we were in college, me and my mate Elliot and Bobby. I think I've told.
So you throw people under the bus here?
No, it was just something we used to do.
It
was something we used to do together. It was fun. We were in like a college for people who were doing like acting and musical theatre and stuff. So a lot of the people there were quite sheltered people.
Yeah.
Because we were just like normal lads, we'd go out on our lunch break, we'd have a drink behind the college and shit. Like every now and again.
Were they actually quite sheltered? I thought it would be like kind of outgoing. Or
no, they were outgoing because they were like theatre kids, but like they'd been kept sheltered as a kid. But like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like if every now and again one of them who'd never smoked weed, it'd be like, okay, can I come with you? And I keep dropping the vape. We'll cut that.
You don't want to look uncool.
So every now and again, one of them who say they had never smoked weed before, would be like, on lunch, can I come with you?
Yeah.
And like try a little bit. And we'd always be like, yeah, of course. We were very welcome and we were very accommodating.
Yeah.
And
so I've always thought about you.
Yeah.
Very welcoming.
Yeah. I'm a welcoming guy.
Yeah.
Golden retriever vibes, innit?
People have said it since I was a kid. And then what we do, just as like a little thing for us, right? For the people who'd never smoked weed before, because there was a group of us who'd go and have a joint, but every now and again we'd get a straggler who'd join. And then when we'd be walking back into college and they'd be walking with us, we'd get like either side of them, so we're in their peripherals. And then every now and again we'd just go in the court and then just keep walking and then just keep walking. And the first few times you've done it,
that freaked me out.
The first few times you've done it, they're not going to say anything because they're thinking, I'm high for the first time. They don't know what's going on. They're probably just thinking it's that they're fucking tripping or I don't know. And then after like the third or fourth time, they'd be like, if you're walking next to them, you just go dead quick in the corner of the eye. They'd be like, what are you doing? And you're like, play clueless. What do you mean? You're like, why'd you keep doing? I'm like, doing what? And then we get confident with this. Then we'd be talking to them. And we get spat on the desk talking to it. And we get back into college. And in the middle of a sentence, we'd be speaking as I am to you now. And as I'm halfway through a sentence, I just go like that. But then just carry on talking afterwards, like nothing happened. And there was shit like that. Or like when you sit next to them, you just go.
Staring
and then just keep going. And just keep going. And then eventually, there was so many times you'd make someone it white. Because we just keep doing shit and that freaked them out. You just see them.
They question you at all?
No, because they're more, but they would. But then when we completely play clueless, and then the three of us are in on it, so we're like, honestly, like chill, like no one's. We're like, it's just because you're high for the first time, just chill. You'd see them then start doubting themselves about things that they've just seen happen.
Oh, it's so sly.
It was
they're hoping you'll be the shepherd up the mountain of highness.
Yeah, no.
I mean, to be fair, I'm relieved because when you started, I thought, I hope to God you never laced them with PCP.
No, nothing like that.
Poison ivy on the wheel there.
Denzel Washington in Training Day.
I'm more into psychological torture.
Yeah,
that's what I go for. That's my angle. I think that's where I find my twilight zone. That's where I get in that flow state.
Did anyone? Did you ever like tell them afterwards, or did you just let them?
Well, when we'd be doing it to like another person, we'd be like, "Oh, this is what we're doing." We'd obviously let them know. Like, and I think eventually as well, enough people figured out what we were doing.
Yeah,
like,
they were on. So you got enough. You got the whole class.
Yeah,
systematically.
We got about 3 or 4 people in before like them 3 or 4 people asked each other about it, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, that's what." And we were like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah. But it was fun. No, it was just fun because like it was fun watching somebody's thought process through their facial expressions. They'd be like, "No, they're definitely doing it.
Yeah,
definitely doing it." And then it'd be, "What if they're not?" And I'm just really high. And then it'd be, "Oh well, shit." Then
you're watching them go. You're watching them go.
Yeah. Watching the cogs turn was what got me off there. It was great.
Like inquisitive.
Yeah, mate, it was wonderful. It was such a fun time.
And you really blag it like you're really sort of taking them in.
Oh, mate, we'd sell it to them. We'd be like, I'd honestly just chill, bro. Like it's like we, yeah. Do you know what? In all fairness, though,
goose Goose, you're okay.
In all fairness,
a nice fucking fish.
So pretty and witty and gay.
I got with something similar one time. So
I was going to ask, actually, has anyone done anything like that?
Something similar. So we were sitting on, where St. John's Gardens is next to St. George's Hall by Queen Square. Sitting there, my mate Elliot, my mate Josh. We were about, I think I was about 18, 19, something like that. And we're sitting there, we're smoking a joint. And then Josh goes to, because like they'd always, I was always like the sort of, the butt of the joke. Like they'd always wind me up with shit. And then one day, Josh has rolled a joint and passed it to me, and I've lit it. And he's went, "Hey, I put spice in there." And I've been like...
After
I've had the bit, and I was like, "No, you didn't." I was like, "Fuck off." But then I just started setting in, and I'm getting a little bit stoned, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, what if he has, though? Because like, there was one time, we were all out together on the bus, and I fell asleep on the bus, and they got off and got on the bus that was right behind it. And then were watching me at the other bus stop, wake up, and they're not there, and shit. They used to get me with some good, you know what I mean? And then I started getting paranoid.
Just abuse you, basically.
Yeah. He was carrying the building. No, I was carrying the building. And here we are.
Wouldn't be who I am today.
I probably wouldn't, I swear. And then fucking, and then there was, so then every now and again, one of them sitting there and just goes, "Spice." And I'm like, "What?" And then I'm sitting there going, "What?" And they're like, "What?" And I was going, oh, fuck off, lad. And then it'd be like, just, Spice. And I'd be like, lad, what are you doing? And he'd be like, Danny, chill out, lad. Like, you've only... And then... behind my head, and he would do it if it was half an hour, and it sent me proper scatty, and then he had to say, look, I've only messing about, chill out. It was funny, man. It was sick.
Who needs enemies, lads?
I know, yeah. Who needs enemies when Spice?
I hate to be a downer, but can we wrap this up? I'm feeling really lightheaded. I don't know what's up with me.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, the spice has got to.
Yeah, it's like you've got to me. Yeah, but like I'm not feeling too good.
That's sound, man. That's
okay.
sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanna do your plugs and stuff, you can. I'm just gonna nip to the toilet. You guys wrap this up.
Sure. No worries.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah, no worries, man.
That'll be the intermittent the podcast. I've been looking at him every now and again.
He literally throws a white and he's not even done
anything. White, and I've been doing it for the hour. I'm a genius, lad, honestly.
Danny, have you got any plugs? Plug me up, baby.
If you want to, I'll plug you up, baby. If you want to find me anywhere else, it's Danny Davies Comedian on Instagram. If you want to watch my podcast with me mates, it's the What's Happening podcast. That's What's Happening Comedy on Instagram, What's Happening Comedy on YouTube. It's on Spotify and Apple Music as well. You can find us there. Yeah, that's us.
Sick. Give us 3 things you hate.
I hate when people who've only got one item in the queue for the till at the supermarket don't let you go in front of them and you've got a weekly shop.
Scum. So scum.
Sorry, no, is that vice versa?
Vice versa.
Yeah,
But scum.
Yeah,
scum.
I'm not a fan of people who eat like ramen in public. It's a very like scran. But it's like it's not a food you can eat quietly. It's like a very sloppy,
Slurpy.
Yeah.
Do you get weird about like? I don't
get weird about it. I've not got like a phobia of the noise, but like if I'm in a restaurant and I'm just eating like a civilised person, I don't want to sound like I'm next to a board of colleagues drinking water. And I'm also but 3 things that I hate. Phil Foden, probably not a fan of him.
I don't know who that is.
Plays for Man City.
Oh, I thought it was a wrestler.
I don't know why.
I don't know anything about wrestling.
Because he doesn't watch it that much. I don't know what it is about him. He used to have tram lines, cutting his eyebrows, couldn't vibe with it. Not a fan of him.